Hello everyone, this is Blue Jay. We're going to do a little bit something different today. We're going to actually do a tutorial on Animalia. For those who may have played this game or might not have even purchased this game and you need a little extra help understanding the game. Well, I'm going to help you with that today, as much as information that I have gotten through the game. Now note that this game is still in beta mode, so a lot of things from this tutorial can change within a week or 2 weeks or even a month. So just make sure that you also follow Animalia on Discord and on Steam for any updates. You can also watch their videos on YouTube as well. Right now we're going to, before we go into a server, to show you more of the advanced stuff, we're going to show you the easy stuff. So right now I'm going to make my own server. To do that, you go back to the menu, the main menu, and you say host solo. We're going to write testing, and there's only going to be just us. So we're going to start. If it lets me, maybe I need to have 10. Oh, that's right, I gotta select the map. Yes, the test server. Okay. There we go. While we let that load up, we're always going to have this screen to whatever server you go to. Be careful of your computer settings. Sometimes you need a little bit of adjustment before you get into game. If it seems too laggy for you, you can always adjust it. We're just going to do an empty slot. Create new animal. You get 3 slots, as you see, to pick for your creatures. I fixed those bugs so you can actually keep those 3 creatures now. For carnivore, your pick as of right now is lion, leopard, vulture, and eagle. The vulture and eagle are in the game, but they're not official creatures. I mean, you can still fly, eat, and do some e-boats, but you can't breed them, and they're just a shell so far, I could call them. And they don't even have skins or anything to pick from. So your main carnivores that you can play right now is a lion or a leopard. When you start out with the game on any server, you will start as a juvie. So when I pick my creature, pick my skin that I like. I usually like the darker skins. Then you'll pick your spawn spots to where you want to go. If I remember right, southwest is the jungle. Yes. Southwest is basically where everybody that starts as a creature, I don't know how to describe it. Best is, if you're new, this is where you spawn, because you're going to run into a lot of other newer players. You're going to find a lot of experienced players around, so you'll get that interaction right off the bat. You also have to be very careful, because a lot of things like to kill young creatures right off the bat. However, there's a lot of, most servers, if anybody sees you spawn in, they are supposed to give you from 5 to 10 minutes, I believe it's 5 to 10 minutes, from your spawning spot to get to the destination where you need to go. Next thing is learning the controls. E is to drink, so you just click it once. You move your head. Sometimes it glitches out. So what I do sometimes is I hold down the E. Since I'm already full on water, I don't need to drink anymore. To sprint, you hold up the W and the shift key, and you'll sprint. You could do that. You can do spacebar to jump. To slow down from a, I would say kind of like a walk trot, is to, if you press T, it will go down to a slow walk. And that way you can also turn sharp. This is great for battle, especially for lions, because when you're running, you can press T and then turn around and swipe them in the butt. So they're not up your butt. Some servers have high AI spawns, so you don't have to go find a player to eat. You can just hunt the AIs, which are usually herbivores. We're going to go over here real quick. So the trick is a survival game. So you basically have to find food, water, and pick your decisions on where you want to go, how you interact with other creatures. If I see an elephant in the water and it's, 3 calling me, which is aggressive, basically I would have to be like, well, I'm a Juby. I'm going to die in that one swipe. I'm going to run away now because I do not want to die. If you're in a pride of lions that are up to 10 and you're challenging a rhino, you can go and do the hunt. As a carnivore, we have a herbivores and carnivores have this both, is if you press Q, you won't see it as a carnivore, but there's food for herbivores, so it'll turn bright green. They'll be like these little green balls. For carnivores, if there's meat, carcasses, chunks, it'll be a red version. And since there's nothing on the server that's dead, I can't smell anything near me yet. Going into water, you have to be careful because there is an OT glitch, or O2 glitch. OT. Goodness. Basically, I will show you here an example. If you go in the water, you think, oh, I could swim. Well, actually, because I'm an admin, so yeah, there it goes. Huh. Interesting. I'm actually not drowning. Oh, now I'm drowning. Yep, there it goes. As you notice, my O2 on my little screen on the bottom right, it keeps going up and down. I'm slowly suffocating. I can go down and then back up. Down and back up. It's very interesting. Yes, and my health is going down pretty quickly, if you noticed. This is okay because I'm going to show you the herbivore, so if I'm just letting my lion drown. I like The Sims. Oh, there we go. Rest in peace, little lion. That is your death screen, so basically when you die from either starvation, dehydration, a creature kills you, or like you did what just witnessed is drowning, or you fall off a cliff, because that happens too. We're going to do a herbivore now. Your pick for herbivore is zebra, hippo, gazelle, elephant, buffalo, rhino, and wildebeest. Now, the zebra, hippo, and the buffalo are kind of like the vulture and the eagle. They are playable creatures, but they're not official creatures yet. You can't breed, you can't grow Okay, I shouldn't say breeding. You can't grow because there's no breeding in the game, sadly. Well, actually, no, there is. There. It kind of is, but kind of isn't, I should say. Where you basically put on hearts as a male and a female, but you have to be adults only, and then you can have litters or calves or whatever creature you are, and have your babies, which you basically spawn other players in, but they have to accept it first. So we're going to be zebra, just to show you. I love zebra. Same spot. And then southwest. There we go. And we are zebra. And I will show you what zebras and herbivores smell. So you see these little green scents? That's how you can find your way to food. I want to say these are like bamboo. Because they kind of look like bamboo. Since I'm not hungry, I can't eat them. They're mid-grade, so they're like fill you up, but not as fast. There is all over the fields, there's grass, which you have to look for these, which you can eat. They're the low quality, so they take longer to fill up. There are banana plants, which is the highest nutrition. They are a little bit more rare to find on the map. Only a few spawns. You see zebras are fast, but they're not fast. I feel like I'm taking forever on this, but I'm so used to other creatures being super fast. Playing a different creature, you have to look into what best stat you can put into them. So basically, when you press escape, you will see your creature's little information of how old it is, what its health, stamina, oxygen, food, water, attack, armor, and comfort is. Comfort is basically what creature, the same type of creature you are near is your comfort. So my comfort to buff up my skill point timer is I need other zebras around me to make my comfort go up. The more comfort I have, the faster my skill points go. If I'm around other creatures like a predator or even just another herbivore, I will get a negative effect on comfort. I'll get the down arrow. And when you see that, it'll be on your bottom right corner by your health bar, and it'll be an elephant icon. If you got the green arrow up, means you're comfortable. If you got the green arrow or the red arrow down, means you're not comfortable. Now there's no players on the server as this is just a test, so I'm safe as a zebra because we are just testing things to show you. For example, here is the banana trees. This is the one spot where they spawned a lot of. There's, I believe, another spot on the map too where they grow. If you ask, how can I see the map? Well, unfortunately, you can't see it in-game. I recommend if you join a Discord server that you're playing on, they usually have in their channel a picture of the map, or you can Google it and either through your computer or your phone to see all the locations. It took me quite a while to remember all the names. I still forget a few of them. This map is fairly big. I would say this area here, which is called Jungle, is the most popular of the map, the location of the map. Going back to stats, for zebras, since they are a prey and they're pretty fast, the only things that could catch us is it would be a female lion with a lot of stamina or an elder female with a lot of stamina. Elder females are actually quite fast. They're the only ones that could keep up with your pace. Get them to off your rump is to basically just pump up your stam as much as you can. There's a difference between a birth-in and a spawn-in. A birth-in, you get 50 points extra in when you start than versus a spawn-in. So you got that 50 points advantage if you pick a birth-in. Well, you ask, well, how can I get a birth-in? Well, being on a server with other players, you see on your bottom left corner, there'll be people chatting in there. Pay attention to that, because when they do their mating ritual and are ready to have babies, they will go down to the global and they will say, let's say zebra's ready for babies, right? We'll do Z for birth. If you see that and you want to be a baby zebra, all you would have to do is press Z. And when you press Z, a little menu will pop up on the top middle of your screen saying, do you accept a birth-in? You press F1 to accept. Now be careful, because there is people that just spam this too. And if you say you have an elder creature that you took forever to grow up, and you see a birth-in, and you didn't want that, don't press F1, because you will lose your elder. There are people that will try to add you to a group and try to birth you in, so be very careful and wary of that. But if you do want to be the zebra, press F1, and then you'll instantly transport over to the location of the animal that's having the babies, and you will become that baby, and then they will add you to the group. Now, each creature has its own needs. So, as a lion, they need meat, and they need water. As a young lion, and you need a lot of meat. So you rely on your family to make sure that you have all those needs and protection so you can grow up to a strong lion. There is, if you find yourself as a predator and you can't find any food, there is no players around to hunt. A baby gazelle AI will spawn in your location area. So you have that opportunity to get a little bit of food and keep going. But you have to listen to where the gazelle is. It makes little honk noises, as in, I will show you here in a second. We are going to respawn. Goodbye, little zebra. We're going to play a gazelle so you can recognize the noises when you hear it. And they're very tiny. I believe it's a baby too, so we're going to, I think it's, no, it's not that color, it's that color. There we are. This is your AI food source that will spawn to you if you get below the 35% hunger. If you're near death of hunger and you hear that means there's food in your area and you gotta go and find it. Well, how do you find it if it's in the tall grass? That is where you have to basically just listen with your ears, pay attention, and also notice the dust cloud. All animals have a dust cloud, so you can see this at night. So if there's any leopards or any predators or herbivores in that area, you can see their dust cloud when they're moving. When it comes to nighttime, it is hard to see. You can do night vision, which is N, but it only does a small radius around you where you can see. Anything outside that bubble you will not be able to see. So, if you are in that and you cannot see, go to options. And I do this a lot in my videos, is go and raise your gamma. You will be able to see, and fly obviously, be able to see at night. I know it's super bright right now because I turned that gamma on, but I give you a fighting chance at night, so you're just not running in the dark and running into danger. As you see, this is as tall as a baby gazelle is. They are super, super tiny little things. Yeah, they can be hard to find in tall grass. Just listen to their little squeaks. Now you're wondering how I'm making those noises. Well, each creature has its own unique sounds. 1 is announcement. 2 is passive. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm calm. 3 is aggressive, as in don't get near me. I want to attack you. It's basically the warning call. 4 is the run away. I forfeit. Don't hurt me. You know, as in try not to hunt me. But sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes when you do the 4 call as a herbivore, they can still hunt you. Carnivores, mostly male lions, when they go into fights for either territory or pride, and they know that they're going to die pretty soon from like a stronger lion, they can do a 4 and then run for it. We're going to change creatures. So I will show you the leopard. Now granted, I haven't mastered the leopard because they added a new few things to it. We're going to do leopard elder. We're going to do male. We're on the same location. These are pretty cute. Ah, yes. See how fast we are. Leopards are very fast, speedy. They're not as strong as lions, but they can outrun a lion. As long as an elder leopard can run. If you're a young one, you will die. Yes, leopards can climb. I'm not very good at it, but if you can master it, you can run out of danger pretty quickly. And get away from lions chasing you. All you do is when you run up to a tree, you press space hold and you'll start climbing. I believe they fixed it to where it wasn't just males who could climb, so I believe females can climb as well now. They're very speedy, they can climb, very sneaky. If you press F, that's your heart. So basically, since I'm a male, I would be looking for a female to breed with. I would be throwing my hearts at her like, hey, I want to make cubs with you. She accepts, she will press the F as well, and she will be instantly pregnant. Your hearts will still appear as a male for a few more seconds before they despawn, but hers will instantly disappear when she's pregnant. And we are going to hear their calls. That's the announce, passive, aggressive, and retreat. Now we're going to go to lion because lions have actually more calls as a male. Not the females, but the males do. So we're going to go back to create. We're going to male a lion. Surprised there's not an elder on it, but that's okay. You're super bright. Alright, back to spawning. And we're a male lion. Ah, yes. Since I killed myself, here's my dead gazelle carcass. So, if you hear food, you basically listen for the flies. If it's just a meat chunk, you will smell it still. So I press Q, and I see the little red orbs. The footprints slash poop is going to be like this gas, this yellowish gas, so you can tell an animal was in the area. So you can smell their footprints, and then you can smell their poop if you press Q. As a predator, both leopards and lions, since I'm having a hard time getting directly towards it, I press T, and then I can walk straight towards it. You don't want to be too close or too far. You want to see the eat menu, so you press E, and then you'll start eating. If you double click E, you'll grab a chunk. Now chunks, well, what's the difference between just eating the carcass and eating a chunk? Chunks last longer. You get a lot more food out of a chunk than you do just eating the carcass. And depending on the creature, you'll get a lot more chunks out of it than just eating a little bit and letting it despawn. To drop the meat, you press R, and it'll drop the chunk. Now, small predator, it despawned. Darn it. I'm just going to show you that you can actually pick up a small carcass too. But that's okay. So we have this. And we're going to eat. And you can pick it back up. Sometimes it glitches. It depends. Male lions have a little bit better luck of grabbing chunks than females. There is a little trick. If you're in a pride of lions and you're all surrounding a carcass, right? And you want to chunk it, and nobody's been able to chunk it. There's a radius difference that to chunk, they need to be away from the carcass. Only one lion needs to be at the carcass to chunk. Because if anybody's too close, it'll give you a harder time chunking it. And when you chunk it, you could bring it back to your babies, or if there's other dangers in the area and you can't stay to enjoy your meal and you just need to get out of there, you can just chunk it and run. Chunks do despawn after a while, so be careful if there's food in your mouth too long. There's my dead leopard over here. What was I saying, is basically chunks in your mouth, if they despawn, your mouth will be permanently open. Like that, you can just chunk. lions are the most playable creature on the game, so a lot of people want to know how to be the best lion they can be. Well, I will say this. If you like PvP and defending your family, you definitely want to be a male lion because they're bulky, they're strong, they're the defenders of their pride as like a real life lion. The only downside with a lion, male, is their stamina is weak. They can only run so fast, so far, before they're just huffing and puffing and going, I can't do this anymore. Your stamina is key to keep as full as you can in case you have to fight other lions or other predators or even hunting. Usually smaller prey, females will be the ones hunting, and the males will just sit there and be like, okay, honey, I'll wait until you get back with food. You know, they're just chilling. Going back to the animations and sounds, male lions can actually lay their heads down. To do that, you just press H twice, and it will let you lay down and then put your head down after you lay down. Lion males have, I believe, 6 sounds. They have their call out, their passive, which is like a chuff, their aggressive, their surrender, their little kind of yawn thing, which is 5. They have another aggressive roar, which is 6. And then they have 7. They have 7, which is, I call it the trolling. Yeah. Flare those hearts and, which is funny, I'm not able to do my hearts. Interesting. Anywho, that is basically what you need to know about a lion. To be in a pride, you have to pay attention to how many are in your pride already. Most servers only allow 3 to 4 adults and 2 elders. Elders are basically more hairy, I guess you should say. They are stronger. They are the alpha. They're the apex. They're the defender of their pride. And if you're an adult lion male and you see an elder lion coming up to you, you're doomed. You could either see if you can join his pride, or you can try to get away from him because he will kill you. To tell the difference between a adult and a elder is look for his hair underneath. He'll have hair on his armpits and his belly. He'll be more fluffy. As a male lion, you would want to buff up your armor and attack. So basically, you're wanting to be at least 400% on both things. Females are armor and stamina. Now you ask, what is health? Why shouldn't I not put health in there? I mean, you can put a very small percentage in health. However, your armor is what's going to basically protect you. So if a lion male has 200% attack, right? Your armor is going to be half of his bite if you have a high armor. So you want to make sure you have good armor and good melee as the male. Females, it's stamina and armor as a lion. For other creatures, it depends. So if you're a herbivore, okay, rhinos and elephants They're more of a tanky built creature. They can't outrun their predators. So they basically have to defend themselves. So they're basically going to be armor and melee. Versus the zebra, gazelle, buffalo, which are fast creatures already, that their chance of getting away from a predator is running. So you would need stamina and armor. Those are the two things that you would need, because if a lion is up your butt and biting you, your armor is going to protect you while you outrun it with your high stamina. Because male lions won't be able to catch you. They'll run out of stamina before they can get you, if you have high stamina. Females you would have to watch out for, because they can bulk up their stamina, and they can chase you half across the map before they run out of stamina. So the key is, as a herbivore that can run, make sure you have armor and stamina buffed up as much as you can. Also, it helps if you're a birthing, if you can survive to adulthood. It varies on servers. Some are more laid back than others, and others are more PvP driven. So you have to seek the servers that fit you the best and the creature that fits your personality the most. If you're like, oh, everybody else is playing a lion, but you don't want to be a PvP male lion that's just fighting. You might be more of the herbivore that just wants to chill with their group and eat some grass. I will say that there is going to be new creatures coming. There is talk about crocodiles, hyenas, and further creatures down the line. Crocodiles should be released very soon. They've been a little delayed lately, but I've seen the model, I've seen the videos, I've seen all the teasers for it. It is soon. We're going to might have a little bit of change of the game too. They might be changing the map as well. So best is just hold tight, and I know this game is a little bit new still, but then there's going to be a lot of bugs. But all in all, this game is very fun. There's some days that it's leisure and some days it's chaotic. Before we end this tutorial, I will show you that if you want to safe log and you want to get out of the game, make sure you wait those seconds, because it will safe log your creature into the progress that you put into. If you guys have any questions or want to know more about the game, please in comments down below on my YouTube, feel free to ask me questions. I would gladly respond to you and answer any questions that you might have about the game. Make sure you put a like button, press that like button on me, and if you like more of my videos, I would gladly make a video of something that you guys want to really see. And that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my little tutorial. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me.